YouTube family? I hope everyone's doing good today. So, I was on Twitter for a little bit, just scrolling, trying to look for some YouTube ideas and everything of that nature. Usually what I do before getting on YouTube is I go on Twitter, sometimes, ask ChatGPT for help, maybe some Google Gemini, and then Microsoft Copilot. Anyway, so I stumbled upon a few tweets by the Officer Tatum, also known as Brandon Tatum. He's on YouTube. He's that Black MAGA conservative guy. And Jake Shields, who is MMA fighter, very far right, very extreme, devoutly anti-black. I mean, he did a interview with Paul Miller, and they were caca and kikiing about wiping. Damn near, Paul Miller talked about wiping us out in various interviews. Not with Jake Shields, but with another guy named Hermes, who's a Lithuanian, first generation Lithuanian immigrant from Chicago, or his family is from Lithuania, so he's first generation American from Chicago, but he was born in Chicago. His parents from Lithuania. The irony, his real name is Pidgis. So yeah. Anyways. So he was doing an interview with Paul Miller, who is a devout anti-black. He's talking about wiping us off the face of the earth, and he even said on the interview with Jake Shields, and Jake Shields was laughing and ha-haing and smiling throughout the whole thing. But he said the two enemies of America or white people in general globally are the N-words, which is us, and then the J's or Jews. Well, they say J's, Jewish people. Anyway, so they got into a heated argument because Brandon Tatum and Jake Shields have different ideologies. They're both relatively conservative to an extent. Brandon Tatum is a staunch Israel supporter. Jake Shields isn't. My stance on Israel is I do not like Netanyahu. I do not like what they're doing. Israel's doing to Palestine. I've said that 1,000 times. I do not like what Netanyahu is doing. He needs to be removed from office. He needs to be removed. However, I strongly believe that the Jews have a right to live in the Middle East and Levant region. I mean, that is their original homeland from thousands of years ago. They do have a right to live there. However, they must live with Christians and Muslims. I don't believe in this whole like Muslim ethno-state, Christian ethno-state, Jewish ethno-state. I think it's kind of, I don't agree with it personally. I think that there has to be other practical ways of creating a nation or creating the borders. I mean, and there's been people who have lived in peace and harmony in that region, and they're multi-religious. There's Orthodox Christians, Maronites, Protestants, Jews, Muslims, Sunnis, Shias, Anyways, that's my opinion. Jake Shields is very anti-Israel, but he's not anti-Israel because he supports Palestinians per se. I mean, he says that, but he just doesn't like Jews. Like, we'll be 1,000% honest. I mean, he's anti-black and he hates Jews as well, And he really doesn't like Muslims. He's pretending to, but he's really not a fan of either. So anyway, so he called Brandon Tatum a raccoon, also known as coon, because of his love of Israel, which is, I mean, Brandon Tatum is one, but the thing is, you're not obligated to, and you're not in any liberty to say that. Now, I have a right to critique Brandon Tatum regarding that. I mean, because he is one. But the thing is, he's been one the whole time. Why are you saying it now? Just because you have a disagreement with him regarding Israel. Now you're calling him a coon or a raccoon. It's like, yeah, he's always been like that. Like, what are you talking about? And the thing is, if you call Brandon Tatum a coon, then why don't you call Myron Gaines a coon, Walter Weeks a coon? Because they're both as equally as bad as Brandon Tatum. I'm not going to just call out Brandon Tatum. That's hella stupid of me. That's foolish of me to do that. And I look disingenuous. And I look politically illiterate when I'm doing that, and people will call me a fraud for doing that, and rightfully so. If I do something that's foolish and inappropriate, they have a right. People have a right to say how they feel about me. If they feel that what I said is politically foolish and politically suicidal, then so be it. They have right to say. The people in the public have the right to say what they want regarding my political takes. It is what it is. So they go back and forth, and then Brandon calls him a racist and stuff. You're racist and stuff. It's like, yeah, a lot of your fans are racist, Brandon Tatum. I've been trying to warn you for a long time. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe when I first saw it, I was like, okay, maybe he'll change up. Maybe he's not crazy. But then as I saw some of his videos, I'm like, yeah, no. This guy is a full on raccoon. And Jake Shields also said, you're not gonna do shit about it, blah blah blah. I'll call it to your face. You're not gonna do anything about it. So I mean, now they're getting more bold. These wignats, dub ends, dub s's, they're getting more and more bold. And you gotta stand on business. You have to stand 10 toes down, because I mean, now he's challenging you to a fight. And the thing is, Jake Shields, you're almost 50, bro. You first of all, you're not my bro. I don't even know why I called you that. You can't fight. I'm sorry. You're not gonna squabble up with somebody who's what, Brandon maybe is in his late 30s. I'm just saying, you're not in your prime anymore. So I suggest you to sit your ass down somewhere and do your damn podcast. Okay? Do your damn podcast, stay in your damn lane, Anyways, so I mean, they're getting more and more bold. And the thing is, yeah, you can criticize him for his stances on Netanyahu and Israel. That's true, but you don't have to slur. You don't have to call him racial slurs like that. But I mean, I don't expect much from this guy. I mean, this guy, he's our enemy. Brandon Tatum's learning things the hard way, that these people are our enemies. They're our enemies. They're doing everything to destroy us. They want to take our country from us. These anti-black racists are trying to take our countries from us. And in the United States, they're trying to take the United States from us. They're trying to take other countries all over the world from us too. The Caribbean, Africa, Brazil, Belize, Guyana, Suriname, Africa, all over Africa, and obviously the United States. They're trying to expand, which is why a lot of fascist people as well, who are on Myron's side, like woman propaganda, or aka Hayden. He moved to South Carolina from California. There is a big pipeline and cesspool of that going on. And I mean, they keep on going and expanding and stuff. They're trying to take everything from us. So you have to be aware of that. These people are not our friends. They've never have been. So you have to learn the hard way. I learned already that these people aren't my friends, and I thank God for that. And you gotta hold your own nuts, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, Brandon. You gotta hold your own nuts on this one. I mean, you went way too far trying to appease to them, saying, "Oh yeah, I gotta hold the black people accountable." Blah blah blah. Okay, you can hold us accountable. Okay. I mean, I'm for holding us accountable. Why don't you hold whites accountable? Why don't you hold other groups accountable? He's challenging you to a fight, dude. He's challenging you to go fight. Why don't you hold him accountable? And the thing is, when you have an issue with a white person, you call him a leftist, you call him a liberal, you call him a right winger or whatever. When you have an issue with a black person, you say, "Oh, this is how blacks are," blah blah blah. It's like, dude. And the interesting thing is, you crashed out on Hotep Jesus 5 years ago, but you never crashed out on Jake Shields. And Jake Shields was way more disrespectful than Hotep Jesus, in my opinion. I mean, it's the truth. I mean, you just going on and just berating Hotep Jesus, calling him a BAN and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, and you're gonna kick his ass. But when Jake Shields is threatening to kick your ass, or fight you, and he's saying you're not gonna do shit about it, you don't say anything, you know. And he's posted up with Paul Miller, Joker. Joker's a damn near 40-year-old man dressing up as, or Paul Miller's a 40-year-old man dressing up as Joker, trying to radicalize the youth and stuff, and trying to get people to attack us even more. So he's even said he wants to wipe us out of the face of this country, and then do exactly what Israel is doing in Palestine. That's what he said. He's laughing about it with this dusty, mentally ill Lithuanian, 21-year-old Lithuanian guy and stuff. You know, they're laughing about it. So these are the people you're dealing with. You chose to align with that. Now you gotta face the consequences. I warned you. I kept on warning you for years. Now I'm done. You know, this is another reason why I'm kind of have been slowly staying away from the internet, because I've sacrificed damn near a decade on this YouTube channel, and just in general on social media and stuff, trying to warn people about these issues, and no one listens. I've come to the realization many people are just content, and they don't care about anything going on, and they only care when it's too late, and that's the unfortunate truth. They only care when it's too late, and then they ridicule people like me for even speaking out against it. You know, I was ridiculed, especially in the 2015-2020 time. I was heavily ridiculed for even speaking out. So that's why I'm just slowly just not as speaking as much. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, family, like, comment, share, subscribe, do what you need to do. Get this video up to 100 likes, if possible. If not, it's cool. Anyways, y'all have a good one. Be safe. Have a good night. I'm gonna be recording more, okay? Be smooth.